Hopefully this is like, I don't know. It does. I mean, I'm inferring a lot from this intro cutscene, but hopefully it's not too like simmy. It doesn't look like it's gonna be. I can't imagine Capcom ever making something that's like, I can't imagine Capcom making like Gran Turismo. I mean, Auto Modelista had some sim elements, but I can't imagine. I can't imagine this will be okay. This menu sound. I have to turn the game up a bit. Even more. Yeah, there we go. No, I'm not actually gonna keep it that loud. Yep, looking good. SE BGM vibration. So we can turn off the motor sound when it comes time to do that. Calibration. Please choose the port to connect the wheel. Interesting. So I guess we have to calibrate the racing wheel that I don't have. Adjust the settings for button allocation. Port 1. You're saying C or D. What's the difference? Let's see, this puts brake on the left trigger instead of brake on X. And, well, we could accelerate and brake with X and A. That just seems like... Do you want all the stuff to be on the buttons or on the triggers? Which, to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah, I think we probably want, looking at like, just looking at it, I think we probably want, let's go, let's see, upshift, downshift. Yeah, this looks good. We're gonna go with C. I think you're right. C seems better. So we've got arcade mode and circuit mode. I don't know what that means. It looks like single is where you challenge a racer in the selected group. One make is where cars of the same type compete against each other, okay? And time attacks are time attacks. Yeah, it's looking like that might be like single races or something. And we probably want circuit mode. Oh yeah, for sure. Start the game from the beginning. We're gonna be doing circuit mode. Welcome to circuit mode. Circuit mode is where you compete in the championship races by purchasing cars. I missed the rest of that. Win money in cars by competing in line, picking up points on the course, or duel in challenge races. Line. Aim for a perfect record in Group S races or reach the top of championship races by using other races effectively. Select the manufacturer of the car you want to purchase. Oh, when they said that this game was fiction, I thought that just meant all of the cars were going to be fake. They're not. All right, what kind of car are we going with? I mean, I only have $50,000. I can't just like buy, yeah, no. 50 million bucks for the Esprit. Will not be buying a Lotus right off the bat. TVR? Ooh. Apparently their cars are really expensive. Never heard of them. Let's go with, can I get where is it? Can I just get like an RX-7 or something? No, it's really expensive. This is sort of one of my go-to cars in racing games. Wait, hang on, my capture card like suddenly muted itself. I don't know what I did to cause that, but there, I fixed it. No, I've never played either of those games. Well, the Mazda Yunos Roadster might be the play, but let's see if I can get like a Corolla or something. I like the Toyota Corolla as well. Celica. It's 50K for the Toyota Mr. S. That's probably definitely not how that's said, but I mean, he's a Mr. this car. HPV. What did Honda have for me? Nothing. Alright, I think we gotta go with the Honda or the Toyota 50K one. 50K one. Sorry. In the color, well, let's stick with the default red. Oh my god. Collect them all, dude. This was made by, well, I think Digital Studio is an internal Capcom team. Like, I was looking at the credits for the game this morning, and the game that has the most, like, developer overlap with this game is Resident Evil 0. There are a sizable number of people who worked on Resident Evil 0 who also worked on this game, and it's like the overlap is all Capcom. So I think that this was actually just made by Capcom. Line is where you win prize money by picking up points on the course. I mean, yes. We'll just start with Championship, where you try to win 4 races and advance from the lowest rank of Group C to the top rank of Group S. Other than select all entry to compete in all races, you can take part in each race on the spot. What? Yeah, that is wonky. I don't really know what they mean by that, but we're just gonna, I mean, kind of. Requirements for taking part in a race have not been met. Oh, I picked a car with terrible speed and acceleration. Okay. Great, thank you. Take part in the round. Okay, so I guess we'll just do all entry. We do have to do all of them, but that's good. Shibuya course. I wonder if we're gonna get to see recognizable landmarks from like other games that take place in Shibuya. Okay, that's way too loud. I thought that might happen. Way too loud. Oh god, okay. And no, I did not like Resident Evil 0. I think I might have given Resident Evil 0 either a 1 or a 2 out of 5. I'm gonna turn that down a teeny bit more. There's music? Wow, you can't hear that at all through the, you can't hear that at all through the engine sounds. I'm gonna be turning the engine sounds off really fast. Like after this race. Resident Evil 0, I don't know. I was complaining in earlier Resident Evil games that I wanted them to add item dropping. Like I was saying, you should be able to drop items to the floor and then pick those items back up later, just for like certain manageable things. Just so you could like manage your inventory better in certain situations. And they heard me. They let you drop items to the floor in 0, but then as punishment, you can no longer have like they removed the item box, which meant that you had to manually move your horde around. Like you still had a horde of items, but you have to manually move up the horde when you get to a new area, and I mean your items were all in one physical location the whole playthrough, which just like sucked. If you wanted anything, it's not like there would ever be a closer item box. It's just like, nope, back to the lobby. So that was like pretty miserable, having to move up the horde when we got to a new area, and it would take like half an hour and like 6 trips to do because I had so many items. Game was kind of hard too, as far as just like, there were sections where I was really running low on ammo and health. I just had like no healing for the entire first half of that game. It's pretty crazy. I did not see. Restart the race from the starting point, exit to menu. I mean, that's what I... Wait, continue restart the race? What? That's such a weird description. I mean, I guess we are restarting the race in a sense, but that is not what I think of when I think of the word restart. Very weird translation. Hey, Ryro. How's the next 5 out of 5? This probably ain't it. These cars control like ass, and I'm gonna have to get used to it. This really doesn't seem very simulation, like, as far as, like, this isn't Gran Turismo. I'm not picking out the individual tensions of every individual spring in the suspension and crap like that. I'm not really sure that you have customization on that level, but it's rough. The driving itself is not very good. The driving is not very good. What's up? Why am I here? What have you got coming up anyway after Pac-Man? You won prize money. Next. Surfer's Paradise. Huh. Yo, just beat Spy Hunter? What'd you give that? Please tell me Spy Hunter was a 10 out of 10. I gave Spy Hunter a 5 out of 5. I thought that Spy Hunter was a gigantic banger. I loved that game. Yeah, this looks like Miami. It was a 4 out of 10. Boo. 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 That game was fun. And no, I have not played Fire Emblem Awakening. I really don't have much love for like strategy or tactical RPGs like that. I have played like half of Fire Emblem 7, and I played Path of Radiance for GameCube thing. And that's it. I've never played any of the others to any extent, and I probably never will. Favorite RPG in general? Obviously, my favorite RPG is not, well, obviously, it's Dragon Quest Monsters 2 for the Game Boy Color. No, I'm never gonna stream Catherine. You ask about the most random games. You just come in here to ask about the most random stuff, I feel like. I am definitely never gonna stream Catherine. I don't know what. Would have to be doing like a, you know, maybe if a 360 or PS3 challenge ever happens. I've actually never played Catherine as well. I played like the demo for it back in the day, but I never bought the full game, so I never played it. But I've like seen playthroughs and stuff. I know Catherine. Dude, that guy's car is just faster than mine. I don't know that I can beat him. I disagree. Catherine with a C is correct choice. Reason? Because I said so. Can I like look behind me or something? How do I... If you click the right stick, it moves the position of the map on screen. It's kind of funny. I think it just... Cut it out. I think the replay is just... Like, you have to see the replay for every race. Had some fun with it, but how the secondary objectives are basically mandatory. Yeah, the objectives are mandatory. It's... You can't think of them as secondary. They're just mandatory. Getting to the end of a level doesn't really mean anything. You have to do the things on the way. I thought that was fun, because you had to, like, figure out how to do all of them. Like, find all of the stuff, and then string it all together in a run. I thought that was fun. But fair enough, I guess. If we do 360 or PS3, you suggest Binary Domain. Another game that I played the demo of back in the day, and then didn't actually play. I have not played Binary Domain, even though it's a, even though it is an RGG game developed by the same people who make the Yakuza games. So somehow it's kind of like I should be obligated to play it, but I've never played it. Oh shit. I totally misread that turn. This is a very gray game, isn't it? Like, look up at the sky. I feel like we're racing when there's like a volcano going off nearby or something. Like, look at the sky right now. It's a very gray day in Monaco. This is the most like, I feel like if they just tweak the lighting and then change the skybox to like a flat shade of blue, they would have like such good vibes going, but they don't. The skybox is instead just like, we're racing and the storm is gonna start any second now. Yeah, there were very few that you were able to skip, right? Were there even any you were able to skip to beat the game? I think you could skip some, but you had to nearly 100% it. Monaco was everywhere in the 2000s. We were in a Monaco era. I mean, I get it, right? Monaco is pretty interesting. It's just this, like, tiny meme country that only rich people live in. It's kind of fascinating, in a way. I have played Dead Souls, and I have played Heavy Rain. Neither of them I've played on stream, but I have played both those games. Dead Souls is bad, and Heavy Rain is good in an ironic way. These three environments are the only ones in the game? What? It's literally just Shibuya, Miami, and Monaco? That's it? That's weird. Why is the game like that? That's very like reminds me of like Ridge Racer 1, you know, where it's like one track and there's 3 different variants of it, but that's the whole game. Except this is the Xbox, so really that amount of content is unacceptable. I mean, even Ridge Racer 4, they had fixed that by then, and that's still on PS1. Ridge Racer 4 is a peak game. Super good. Kind of a shame, because if this is all there is, then we're not gonna get the obligatory Japan track with the Ferris wheel in the background, which is my favorite. So many racing games have that. I think it's like Suzuka IRL or something, but so many put the Ferris wheel in the back, and I love that. Yeah, this isn't even particularly amazing looking. Like, we haven't gotten to playing Forza or like Midnight Club or any of those games yet, but I have a feeling that Forza is gonna look 1,000,000 times better than this. Yeah, no Burnout, no PGR, no Rally Sport Challenge. Haven't played any of like the iconic racing games yet. SSX, we did the whole thing on GameCube already. There will be no SSX in Xbox thing. Brief summary of the series. SSX Tricky is the best one. 3 is acceptable. And SSX on Tour is way too goddamn long. Way too goddamn long. Though somehow still not the longest snowboarding game I've ever played. SSX on Tour is kind of hard as well, honestly. They weren't pulling any punches with that game. Yeah, I was complaining about On Tour, and then I had to play Amped, and then I understood. Then I understood that SSX On Tour was good, actually. I didn't know how good I had it. But yeah, I love SSX Tricky. There's definitely some nostalgia there, but also, I don't know, man, Tokyo Megaplex, I'll never get over that. That's like maybe my favorite stage of any extreme sports game. Tokyo Megaplex is so fucking good. Just like insane rails everywhere. It's like a Sonic the Hedgehog level. You've got like upper routes, lower routes, ways to get between them. It's so good. Love that game. Got the big elevator at the start of every lap, or like it's a big fan where you can just do like a massive super trick on it. Ugh. You can like combo that. It's so good. Game is peak. It's good. haven't been paying too much attention. But I haven't seen any Shibuya stuff in the background. And trust me, I'm an expert on Shibuya. I played The World Ends With You and the sequel. I guess that on the right is supposed to be the 10-9 building. That kind of looked like it. I'm 9 seconds ahead of second place right now. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm currently 9 seconds ahead. And yeah, no, the way the times are displayed on the right is, I mean, it's perfectly readable, but that is quite weird. Coffee Talk Tokyo, never heard of it. I don't really like play new games, to be honest. Like my gaming diet, I play Xbox games. I stream 4 hours of Xbox every day. And then if I do any gaming off stream, it is almost certainly old school RuneScape. And aside from that, I don't really play much of anything. I sort of get all of the gaming in for the day that I care to do on stream. Oh my god. That hasn't happened in forever, More Nothings. Also, hi, More Nothings. But that hasn't happened in forever. I think I have the game uninstalled at this point. It's been like a year at least. I do love gaming with friends, but they're all into games that I'm not into now, so rip. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, we're fine. Well, this is the lowest difficulty. This is only C rank, or like the C group. Group C challenge. There we go. So that, yeah, you're now able to take part in the Group B race. Cool. So I have $100,000 now. We'll see if I can buy like a better car or something. Oh, parts shop. Oh, so there is stuff like this that's gonna happen. Okay, we can upgrade the engine. Turbo not supported in this car. Can purchase a brake kit. Tires, weight reduction. Fancy rims, no. Yeah, it's gonna keep giving me those tutorial pop-ups the entire time, right? I do wonder, like, is there a way... How do I go just to the car shop? There we go, car shop. Like, how much is it? How much is it for the RX-7? 4.8? Let's see how much money we get from... whatever this is. Welcome to Line Line. Line Line is where you get bonus DP by picking up points along the course within a prescribed time limit. Courses you compete will be decided randomly each time. The bonus DP varies with the time set for the respective courses. If you crash, you will lose the points that you get on this stage. I mean, let's just see what this is. Oh, are certain cars only allowed in certain places? Like, will I not be able to take... If I just, like, save up and buy a really good car, can I not take that into Group B with me? Because it'll be like, ah, the car is too good. Commandos, I don't know that that's gonna be good. I mean, maybe it'll be good for you to watch, but I think for me to play, it's gonna be a really bad time. I'm very concerned. I'm afraid of Commandos. Yeah, I feel like it is going to be a lot of trial and error, figuring out what works on each stage. Oh no, missed a bunch. I hope I get decent money for this. I feel like I'm gonna get no money for this. The cash prize is gonna be like $1,000. I need 4.8 mil somehow. Yeah, I missed 5 total. RIP. Why do they force you to watch the replay every time? 1300 DP. Oh my god, that is terrible. Well, it's weird that rank bonus is times 0.2. Is that like... rank bonus times 0.2? Is that because I missed 5? Yeah. Okay, you have to beat a target time. Huh. So I was too slow. I don't even feel like I was going that slow. That seems really hard, considering I think they said if you touch a wall, you die. Well, Line isn't happening for money. Duel is where you compete in a challenge to win a car customized with aero parts. I mean, you win the car. That sounds pretty good. You can win an ab flug. I don't think that's a real brand of car. You could win the ab flug, dude. You have to beat the opponent 3 times with different cars? Shit. I mean, I don't... Maybe we'll make money or something? Oh, no. Yeah, look at that. You have to... Yeah, to win this ab flug, you gotta use the Toyota, but then also these other Toyotas, and this car, which is really expensive. Number of victories needed is 3 for all of them. Well, yeah, if it's all 3. I guess there's really nothing for me to do but grind championship or get better at line or something. I can just enter Group B. This car seems like it's probably not good enough, but I mean, we can just give it a shot. Like, I can just do... Let's just, like, do this. Maybe my pro racing skills will make it okay that my car sucks. I mean, obviously I could upgrade the car as well. There were those upgrades. Doubtful. Have you even played this game, Ludicrous? Yes, you have. Okay. How have you played, like, every game? How is that? Ooh. Yeah, the whole game is slowing down right now. You could see it in the timer. The timer slowed down there. See, look, it's fine. I'm winning. I'm literally winning, it's fine. Any lead that I have will not last on the straightaways, but if I just park in front of this guy, what's he gonna do about it, you know? Other than that, I guess that's what he's gonna do about it. Shall not pass. I can make it so one guy doesn't pass, but then everyone else just passes. So that's kind of just how it'd be. Look, I'm winning. They're definitely just faster than me, though. I find it a little embarrassing that that white car that's in front of me right now is faster than me because it looks like a cube. It looks like Mom's minivan. Like, there's no way that thing is an actually good car, and yet it's just passing me. Yeah, that sucks. Bunch of guys passed me right at the end, so I got 5th out of 6. Not very good. Even with 5th, though, we still get 12.5k there. So, like, I'm just saying, that's better value than line to me. I might as well just grind this race over and over again. We're never getting to the 4.8 mil that I need for that RX-7, but trust me, it's not. I mean, I kind of feel like I got unlucky there, that I ended up coming in 5th or whatever. If I come in like 3rd or something, we're gonna be getting like at least 20k per race. I mean, I could just do the actual C-class races for 20k per. Instead of messing with this, like what am I doing here? I could just go back to C-class. I don't think Line is gonna be... I don't know, like I just... Yo, what's up, Xana? I don't know. I don't know. Well, the problem is, if I crash into something, you die. Like, if I do this, they pop out of you. A lot of them pop out of you. I thought it just said, yeah, if you crash, you will lose the points. Okay, that's what they said. I'm gonna try to get perfect. I'm gonna try to get perfect, and we'll see. We'll see if perfect, like... if there's some kind of massive bonus for that. I'm gonna go as slow as I have to go to make sure a perfect happens. This is stressful though, because it's kind of a long... It's kind of a while where I can't miss anything. We have to stay on this line perfectly. That's what perfect means, turns out. So even if this is better money, I kind of hate this. No! Oh, I missed one. We're going back. How do I put this thing in reverse? Is it even possible to put this thing in reverse? There we go. Why? Yeah, this game actually has kind of a cool soundtrack that you just can't hear at all. I think I'm gonna turn off the engine sound soon so that we can actually hear the music. Yeah, so many do that. I don't know why. Like, the soundtrack is great, but then they mix the engine noises to be so loud that you just can't even hear it. If I were making a racing game, the engine sounds would just start really quiet. Like, you'd still hear them. It's a, you know, an indication that your car is actually doing something. But they would be quieter than the music, for sure. No, wait. I missed one right at the end. Literally just had to drive in a straight line there. So we'll see what the bonus is for getting perfect. How much was that? It just kind of skipped through. 5880. The perfect bonus is a 3x multiplier. Car bros are the worst. Be careful, Xana. There are usually a lot of car bros in my chat whenever I play a racing game. The bros are among us. Yeah, the lap time is killing me, right? Let me... Hopefully sound effects means engine. And we can just put that like there. Wow, you're one of those people, Zero. This makes your car incredibly loud just for the sake of it. You are the worst car, bro. Nah, no excuses. You are the worst car, bro. Missed one, dude. Okay, missed a few more than one, but we're trying to go fast here. We're going for the speed lap bonus to see what it is. Oh my god, I missed so many. Right, I can imagine. Alright, how'd we do there? How'd we do there? Rank A. Times 4.0. Alright. Alright. A rank and you get a 4x multiplier. I still don't think this is better money than doing the races out of C class for 20k per race. Because that's still just like 9k for one lap or something. Well, I'm never gonna get a perfect bonus. Yeah, if I got a perfect bonus, then this would be better. But I'm never gonna get a perfect bonus while also going fast. I'll try my best here, but it's just not happening. 778 and you can't miss a single one. It's over for me. I don't have that kind of control over the car. Also, the visual effect of the stars flying out is really getting to me. It's really getting to me. I cannot see. Teenage car dipshit crowd hangs out breaking all kinds of traffic laws. There's so I'd say like once every month or two I go down I live up in North Jersey. I drive down to Central Jersey. I make the pilgrimage. It's about an hour drive down to some of my friends still live down around there, and we hang out and do stuff. But I find myself driving back from their place on the turnpike at usually around 1 to 2 in the morning. And I would say probably like 1 out of every 5 times I drive down there, I do run into street racers on the drive home. We missed one. Like literally last time I went down there when I was coming back, I was only on Route 1. I wasn't even on the turnpike yet. And suddenly I see getting onto the highway next to me like 3 like heavily modified looking cars. These like 3 race car looking things. I don't know what kind of cars they were, but just these 3 race cars all getting on one after another. And I literally like hit the brakes to make sure that I would be behind them. I was like, nope, fucking nope. I see what's happening here. And sure enough, they fucking took off like a rocket after a little bit. I'm not trying to draft. I'm trying to make sure these people don't go anywhere near me. Oh shit, we missed a bunch. Well, there's no way we're getting a time rank for that. Yeah, rank X. Rip. Man, you have to just like, I don't know. I think this sucks. I'm just gonna grind S rank or whatever. I'm just gonna grind Group C. I mean, can I just buy a better car? Like, the weird thing is that the car shop doesn't seem to tell you the stats of the cars you're gonna buy. If we back all the way out to here, like, where do I see the stats of the Mr. S? Oh, there it is. It does totally just tell you. It's like I could buy a Celica, and that is better, and it's 100k, and maybe we could win with this in B rank. It is kind of a lot better. I think we're just gonna do this. Let me save before I do this in case it's a terrible idea. I don't want to waste all that money. Bam. I'm a Toyota collector. There's a lot of, this is something that I find weird. There's a lot of, like motorcycle guys that I see around town, like, especially now that, well, the weather's gotten bad again, but when the weather was starting to get a little bit better, there would just be packs of guys with motorcycles cruising around my town, which I find hilarious because I live in the most cramped city where you cannot go faster than like 15 miles an hour down a road or you're like going to kill somebody. Like you really can't. It's not a nice place to drive. You have to stop every 20 feet at a stop sign or a light or something. It seems like the worst, least fun place to drive, but for some reason all of these motorcycle guys like coming to town. Dude, this car's handling is terrible. Stupid to get GT5 Prologue when you already have the real game. I find it weird they released GT5 Prologue at all. It's taken them so long to make the game, they just said, never mind, here's a full price demo. Well, it wasn't full price, but we're gonna charge you for the demo. Oh, this car controls so bad. More of a preview than a demo. But yes. Yes, you're exactly correct. Jersey is a real place. We have our own distinct culture. Sort of. I'm actually not sure that that's true. Was Ground Zeroes 40 bucks? I had Ground Zeroes. It was 40 bucks. I paid $40 for that. Damn. What's wrong with me? I mean, to be honest, Ground Zeroes had better content in it than Phantom Pain. The base in Ground Zeroes was better than any of the bases from TPP, which is just like, LOL, dude. Man, this game's soundtrack is good, though. Yeah, I don't remember the airport, but I do remember, like, it's like an oil refinery or something in Africa. That is pretty good. 200K for winning that. 200K. And meanwhile, Ludacris would have me sitting here messing with Line. Nice try. Well, Line does seem like based on your class of car, it gives you upgrades. Like it seemed like there was a multiplier for that. Like if you brought like I don't know what class of car I'm driving right now, but it had like a group. I keep saying class instead of group, but you know what I mean. Like it seemed like there was a group bonus, or maybe if I show up with like a group B car, we just get a free 2x. We're still driving a Group C car. Damn. Well, like, maybe if I showed up with a Group B car, we would get a free 2x, you know? And then that stacks with the perfect bonus, which is like 3x. And then we're talking 6. And then if I can somehow get a perfect and finish the lap, then we're talking 24x on, you know, like a few thousand. So like I see how a little bit later in the game, Line could start making a lot of money. Yeah, I think this race might be a wash. I might have just, we might not be able to recover this. Mistakes were made. But if I can just win another one of these races, maybe I can buy the FC RX-7. I do like the RX-7 in racing games. I usually gravitate towards it because it's never done me dirty. The RX-7 is usually good in video games. I don't know anything about cars in real life, but I've played enough video games with licensed cars to where I've started to pick out favorites. Oh my god, this guy. Dude, this blue car, you've doomed us both, blue car. I feel like he's not even gonna be punished for that though. No, okay, he punished himself pretty hard. I do not watch Jeopardy. My parents are always telling me I should go on Jeopardy because I know lots of weird stuff. But I really don't think I know that much stuff. Compared to compared to Shoehorse, friend of the stream Shoehorse, who's he does trivia stuff. I think there's some kind of trivia league local to him that he participates in. That dude just knows fucking everything, and that's the kind of guy who ought to go on Jeopardy, not me. But I do like to know lots of random stuff. I'm the kind of person who reads Wikipedia for fun, but I am pretty confident that I would win video game Jeopardy. If they're ever casting for Jeopardy, but the questions are only about video games, I don't think I can even lose that. That guy just has a faster car than me. He's just passing me. I've played a lot of obscure racing games at this point, Ketrub. How am I in last? This is going much worse for me than when I was doing it with a worse car. Real sim type shit. I mean, if they start asking me questions about Assetto Corsa, I'll just walk off the set. I don't know anything about that. Didn't even know about Poliwrath's red shoes. I don't know that I would have drawn him with shoes. I'm not sure what Shoehorse was thinking there. Second place is probably still a lot of cash. Third place is probably still a lot of cash. $50K. All right, that's all I needed to see. We can now go buy the $250K money. We can go buy that car now. Car shop. Mazda. The Savannah RX-7. This car looks worse than my current car. Are we sure about... excuse me. Are we sure about this? I'm not sure. Here, let me take a screenshot of the stats, because you can't really compare things very easily. And then we go back. Toyota. To the car that I'm using currently. Yeah, I straight up think that this car is better. I don't know. If we now take a screenshot of this car. And now let's stack the bars next to each other. Handling is identical. Speed is identical. Acceleration is identical. The stats are literally exactly the same. The stats are quite literally exactly the same. The numbers at the bottom don't mean anything. Like the numbers at the bottom, like the power and the torque and shit, that's gonna affect the acceleration. So like, sure, this car might be lighter, or sure, the other car might be lighter, but at the end of the day, it results in a car that has the exact same stats. So, no, I will not be buying the RX-7. I'm saving my money. I'm just gonna upgrade the car that I currently have, and we'll see if that makes it suck less or something. There we go. Now I've got 220 PS. The extra PS will help me a lot, I think. No turbo. Suspension, racing suspension. Now, I don't know what that does. Brakes, sure, give me better brakes. Tires, racing tires, okay. Reduction, okay, step 3. Wheel, that doesn't do anything. So now we've got the fully kitted, best possible whatever this car is. We'll see if this makes this less bad. The stats are still the same. I don't know what that orange means. I don't think the stats changed at all. Also, like, just as an aside, I've never noticed this before. Look at the handling bar. like where it says handling and then there's the bar. Is that bar in color for you guys? Are you seeing a black and white bar there? Or is it like yellow, like the other two bars? Because I'm looking at the OBS preview, and the bar is not in color, even though it is in color in real life. It's gray. Why is OBS doing that? That's so weird. For some reason, huh? What the fuck? It's in color in real life. Why is it gray on stream? And the rest of the game is not in black and white. Hang on. Deactivate, reactivate. No, that didn't fix it. Why is just that bar not being captured correctly? What? Huh? Like, how is that even... Like, the rest of the game looks totally normal. What the fuck? Huh? That doesn't make any sense. We'll see if, we'll see if now maybe I can win these races more easily. I don't know if... I bought all the upgrades, but on the bars, the stats didn't go up, so I don't know. The car doesn't really seem any better. I'm still losing, so I don't know. I don't know that the car is actually any better now that I bought all the upgrades. Doesn't really seem like it. Maybe we should try buying the RX-7. Like, maybe the bars are lying. The bars might be lying, and the more expensive car is better. It would be weird if they had two cars, one that costs 100k and one that costs 250k, and the 250k car just has identical stats and is exactly the same. That guy is beating me in a fucking Beetle? What? That guy stuck a spoiler on a Beetle. Do they still sell those? I feel like I used to see those all over the place in the 2000s. And now that I think about it, I can't think of the last time I saw one IRL. I don't think the handling is better. I think I'm just a gamer. Okay, no, the handling might actually be better. I think my upgrades did do something. There's no way that turn would have worked. Improved stats to be more informative. Yeah, I feel like you're really just at the mercy. You're really just like at the mercy of the devs when it comes to a racing game when they tell you the stats. Because like, I don't necessarily know how that all factors in to like the physics calculations of the game. Like if the bar go up, we want it to mean better, but we don't, like, you know, we don't know what's going on under the hood really. It might actually just kind of do nothing. I am a gamer with a capital G. Hopefully that's good enough to win. Well, that was just that. Like we weren't actually doing that. Race was for nothing other than money. I probably should have done all entry. We're doing that race again, gamers. We gotta run it back, I guess. Well, hold up. Maybe now I could buy a better car. Hang on. Because I probably have like 400k right now. Yeah, 410,000. Let's see what that's gonna get me. Car shop. Let's look for a car that costs about 400k. Okay, now this thing has good stats. Those are notably better stats for 600. So I could just win that race again and then buy the Nissan Silvia, which I've never heard of before. But that thing definitely has much better stats. I don't know. Never heard of it. Never heard of her. Yeah, I said it at the beginning. I don't know anything about cars. I've never carred before. Alright, the Ford Focus is dirt cheap. That's good. I can't help but find it kind of funny that they even put American cars in this game at all. It doesn't seem like that kind of game. I think I can afford I can afford the Alfa Romeo. I was just assuming there was no shot in hell. Its stats are terrible. So many manufacturers. Well, I think we're gonna do that one race again, and then buy the 600k car. That looks pretty good. The Silvia. Assuming I win. Hopefully I'll win. Still in last after that turn, huh? Not a great start. That black car looks really weird in the back. I don't know what car that is, but it looks bad. I don't know. I don't think we can get like a first person view. Oh, here we go. Well, it's not a cockpit view. So I'm not really sure where the driver is sitting in there. I find this very funny. You can first person view with cinematic picture-in-picture. This is one of the 3 options for the camera. Also, I think that this view is the only way we can get the view behind us. We get the rear view mirror at the top. White button does nothing. I feel like that collision just like didn't process. Like I just rolled off the wall. It didn't know that I was hitting something. There was like no penalty in speed there. I feel like because of these right turns, right before the finish line, like this race is actually just easier than the others in B class, and that's why I'm able to win it. I also miss Ridge Racer. I played Ridge Racer 7 a little while back, like sometime in the last year. I played through Ridge Racer 7, and it was good. But it's also a PS3 game from like 2008 or something like that, and they never made another one. Well, the Vita game, but basically they never made another one. I should probably save in case this is a bad idea, but how could this be a bad idea? The stats look so much better. Really wish I didn't have to click through so much garbage on these menus. Do change the car. Awesome. My first ever Nissan. Let's try to just send it on Group B now. Let's see if I can do it. All entry. Oh yeah, there's that as well. But like basically they were like you know what I mean. They were basically done a long time ago with Ridge Racer. I mean, for what it's worth, and it's worth absolutely nothing, the Nintendo Switch 2 is confirmed to launch with Ridge Racer. I think it's Ridge Racer 2. It's gonna be there. It was in the Direct. It's Ridge Racer 1. Yeah, I've played a bit of Ridge Racer 64. I at least played it up to credits, which is only a fraction of the amount of shit in the game, but I did play it to credits. It is alright. The best one is 4. It doesn't get better than 4. Yeah, you can tell this car is actually better because look how far ahead I am of everyone else. I've never played 5 though. I do wonder about Ridge Racer 5 on PS2. I just like haven't even played a PS2 game in kind of a long time. It's weird. Alright, cool. That is way better. That is way better than past runs, so this car is actually good. Have we lost yet? I'm playing the video game. Did Capcom make, like, any racing games aside from this and Auto Modelista? I'm trying to think of any. There's a Mega Man Kart Racer on PS1, but, like, I feel like that doesn't count. This is Capcom, yeah. That's why their logo was over the starting line. But I feel like they're a company really not known for racing games. So it's just weird. Wow, that turn sucks. Nah, I don't think. Capcom is definitely like... I mean, I feel like they've just printed money re-releasing old Mega Man games in collections recently. They've done collections of all the old Mega Mans, and they've just like literally just printed money with those for free, it seems. But I don't think there's nostalgia for Auto Modelista like that. I don't think they would ever return to it. Definitely not this, and almost certainly not Auto Modelista. That's my prediction. It does look pretty good, though. Like, I'd love to see... I mean, you could just do this in Dolphin. I would love to see, like, super clean HD Auto Modelista. Damn, I'm not winning this. Rip. I think that's fine. I think if we take first or second in every race, then we're fine. Because look at the top thing. Complete the condition to be ranked number 2 for all entry. So, if I just first or second everything, we'll be ranked 2. I don't know where you can even see what the overall rankings are, but seems fine. Stupid red car managed to stay in front of me the whole time. Well, that was bad. I think we come in second again then. The red car is just faster than me, generally. So I can't catch him if he's in front of me. That sucks. I feel like the Beetle should not be in this race. Like, there's no way that's a fast car. It's insulting to see it in front of me. There really are just no, like, I don't think this game has weather conditions. I think that every stage is just like very overcast. Like they didn't, none of the stages take place when it's not about to rain. I do wonder, like, was that an excuse to make the lighting really flat and gray? There's no sun in this game. The guy behind me has been catching up, I think. We're probably good now. Like, I think the way the math works out, just looking at it, I think we can place in third, and we're fine. I think we can come in fourth and we're fine here, maybe even. There's the Capcom logo over the starting line, so it is a Capcom game. Yeah, I feel like the Miami tracks are just gonna suck because they're just gonna always be like this, where it's like you go down a really long straightaway and then you slam face first into a 90-degree left angle, like just a completely square turn. Alright. Alright, city planners for Miami. Sure, just put like a weird hitch in the road there, so if you're driving straight, you suddenly slam into a wall. Great idea. In first after lap 1, though. Usually a good sign. Oh no, it's over. Worst possible turn. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Just have to not totally screw up the last couple turns. It looks like there's a retry as well, like... even if you screw up, you can just retry on this race, which is good. All racing games should have that. I hate when you can't save scum these types of things. Why is the singer screaming gritty, gritty? Is he? Oh, they're way back there. We win. Alright, 6. That's all first and second, so we should be getting either first or second here, so we oughta unlock A class. Congratulations, you're now able to take part in the Group A race. Perfect. And I have $800,000, which I don't know if that's enough to buy anything. Probably not. Let's just see. How much money do I make from Group A? If I... Oh my god, look at Monaco Long. It's gonna be like a super long race. Let's just try this and see how, like, outclassed we are by the other cars. See how much I have to grind or something like that. Yeah, wow, it's evening now. I legit didn't think that the game would have different times of day or weather or anything. Also, oof, this lag. Brutal slowdown. Yeah, I don't think I can compete with these cars. I don't think I can compete. Yeah, it is probably, like, I bet that if you win, it's like $1 million. Just based on the way things are, I bet that it's $1 million to win an A-class race. And if we can just somehow have a setup that wins a couple A-class, that can, like, win this A-class race, and we just loop it a few times, then we can buy a car capable of actually finishing A-Class. Man, that guy's just gone. I screwed up. Yeah, oftentimes that's how racing game AI is. You catch them on the turns. Because they do turns bad, so that's how you always end up making up time. They can't turn correctly. Come on, keep me in second, please. No! You motherfucker, right before the finish line, too. That's still 1.25? Oh my god. That is way more than I thought it was gonna be. Alright. So what I'm hearing is we just gotta do that like 2 more times. Just come in third on that like 2-3 more times, and then we're buying the best RX-7. Well, let's see. Let me go to the car shop and see if the best RX-7 is even better than my current car. For 4.8? No. Marginally. It's like marginally better, I think. Gonna put my finger on where that is on my screen. And then if we look at my Nissan that I spent 600 on. Yeah, it has better acceleration. The 4.7 mil car has better acceleration, but identical handling and speed. Let's see, what about the Fairlady 7? The Fairlady 7 is identical to the 4.8, but for only 3.8. So Fairlady 7 is just better. Let's look at the Toyotas. 4.2. And it's got worse handling. Worse handling. Alright, and same speed and acceleration. Even worse handling. Alright, Toyota sucks. Get out of here, Toyota. Already looked at the Mazdas. Maybe Honda. Does Honda have anything for me? For 10 mil, surely this car is good. No, this car is the same as the 3.8. $6 mil. Trash. Worse than the 4.8. 5 mil. Trash. Alright, I think we're gonna save up for the Fairlady Z then, or whatever. The Fairlady 7. No, it is a Z. That looked like a 7, because I couldn't see the bottom of the Z. I think that this thing is our best bet. I have to win, like, probably 2 more races here. I'm curious about line with this car, actually. What is it? Like, let's just do one. Let's just do one. I don't think this is worth. Missed one. RIP perfect. Did the requirements say time? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the time is to get the time bonus. Oh, it says right there on the right. It just says A rank was 114 and we got 112. That's A rank. 50k for that. I mean, the group bonus was a 5x. The rank bonus was a 3x. Perfect, we did not get perfect. If we got perfect, that would have been 200,000, which honestly is still bad. Compared to this, where I can come in 3rd place in this race and get 1.25. If that had been perfect, though, that would have been like 200k. Would have been pretty good. And like that's with a B-class car, apparently. Maybe an A-class car would be times 10 instead of times 5. And then... but even still, if we had an A-class car there, and we perfected, and we got the A rank, it would have still only been like 400,000, something like that. So honestly, I don't think Lion Line is good for money. Maybe if you're like endgame grinding, like you have the S-class car. The Group S car. Then maybe at that point, like one lap of that you do perfectly gets you like 2 million or something. But I don't know. Probably not. Dude, those guys just pass me. They're just faster than me, which, I mean, fair enough, but this does suck. Damn, I'm actually crossing the line in 5th there. It's because everyone passes me on the straightaway at the end. Because everyone passes me on the straightaway at the end. That's sort of the problem with this track. I build up a good lead so that I can then burn that on the straightaways. That'd be good. This sucks. Well, we'll see, but I don't think this will be 3rd. Maybe if I can just keep him behind me. Yo, 2nd, let's go. Even better, it wasn't 3rd. Did not think that would work. This might be, is this gonna be 2.5? If that's how it works, I think 1st place might be 5 mil. I think you might get 5 mil for winning those. if it's like doubling like that. Anyway, Car Shop, Nissan, Fair Lady Z. Just in case this is a bad idea, I'm gonna save. Just in case I still can't win with this car for some reason. Bam. Become a Nissan collector now. Friendship with Toyota ended. Now Nissan is my new best friend. Challenge, championship. I can probably afford upgrades. I don't really know that the upgrades do anything, but screw it. I'll do it. Oof, can't afford that. Suspension. Well, these upgrades are really expensive. I'll buy the weight reduction. Weight reduction is usually good value in racing games. Source, I've played Need for Speed. Alright, we're gonna roll with this. We're just gonna roll with this. I don't know. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna step away for a sec, by the way, and then we'll do Group A. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Hopefully this works. You know, now that I think about it, how is this gonna work? Because I think I determined it had the same speed and handling, just better acceleration. So this might still be kind of hard, but also I wasn't really able to find a better car anywhere in our price range. Like, I kind of couldn't find, you know, I feel like a better car than this is gonna be up in the like tens of millions range. Yeah, I guess better acceleration does help a lot. Also, those 2 upgrades I bought, which might be doing something. I don't know. I really feel like if you're making a racing game, when you install the upgrade, you need to see the bar change. Like, you need to see the speed, acceleration, and handling bars change in real time as you install the upgrades. Otherwise, hell if I know what that did. I know what it's supposed to do, but do I trust the devs to have made it do that? No. Yeah, I actually think that, I mean, I was in first there for a little while before I did a terrible job on that turn. So, this seems like it is actually just better. It is better, it's just not like a I win button level of better. Like, we don't just auto win these now, I still have to be good. But it is now winnable. Oh god. Dude, the way there's like that line across the top of my car, it looks like I'm just driving a taxi or something. Cool, I win. $5 mil for that. Pretty good. Marked the start of a Japanese gentleman's agreement among the major sports car manufacturers to rate them at no more than 276 PS. I don't know what PS is. Yo, what's up, Deathline? Thanks to the GL. I mean, the fact that I was able to win that race definitely means this car is better. Oh no. The Germans are at it again. I can't read that. Much prefer the completely ridiculous and arbitrary unit of horsepower. Based on some Englishman's approximation of how strong he felt a horse was, or something. One horse is like 3 to 4 horsepower? Man. So when that guy was, you know, measuring the strength of a horse for his horsepower, he just like had a shit horse. His horse was just weak. Man, we're coming in third here. That sucks. That sucks. I could have restarted, but I'm not going to restart. We're just going to accept it and do better. Surfer's Paradise is always kind of bad. A bunch of Monaco. Okay. I feel like Shibuya is like the easy tracks, and these other ones are kind of bad. I mean, feet makes perfect sense. $2,000 ago, that is. Today, LOL, but like, the invention of the feet makes a lot of sense. Shut up, Theo. Not like that. Man, I'm getting destroyed right now. This is bad. Oh shit, we're not actually going that way. This is bad. I might be restarting. I may just be restarting this. God, you can see in the timer, the slowdown, it feels really bad. It's like only on the Monaco track as well. Mostly only on the Monaco track. Where there's just a huge amount of slowdown. Feels horrible. Now we're resetting. We're resetting. This race is going to be really hard. I probably shouldn't have accepted third on the last one. I could have done better. Dude, that turn is so much sharper than I keep thinking it's gonna be. It's like a backward, like you turn, it's like more than 180 degrees. You go like back in a little bit. Man, this sucks. I think this is just unwinnable. But if I place poorly here as well, I don't know if I can still get second overall. How are they doing that faster than, like, how are they making this turn? Might be time to start trying to understand the ways of the handbrake. Oh god, nope. Nope, that was the lightest tap of the handbrake and you were just dead. Okay. Okay. Not okay. Everyone's passing me. Stop that. I feel like all I really did was help him make the turn more easily. I was trying to use him for myself, but I think I just made his life easier, and now I'm in 5th. So now we're doing worse than last time. I don't know how. Okay, we are doing better. We're only a second off of first instead of like 4 seconds off of first. The problem is everyone else is also here, so it really doesn't even matter how close I am to first. Closeness to first is not what they pay us based on. How did that... Did you see him just like rocket? What is he doing? What the... What the hell was that? Yeah, my car just could not make that turn at all. Well, we get in fourth on this. I don't think there's anything I can do to do better than fourth. Car just didn't want to turn at the end there. I think I just have to accept that and try to win like all the other races or something. We're making like no money off this too, which really sucks. Oh, to be ranked number 1 for all entry. Oh no, it's already hopeless then. I didn't notice that. No, this is already hopeless. I shouldn't have even accepted that third. That we were screwed as soon as that happened. I think I'll still finish this out so that we can spend the money on upgrades for this car. That'll hopefully help. Just make things slightly easier. I really don't feel like those upgrades do anything. I bought every upgrade for that one car and it felt exactly the same. I wasn't paying attention to like the exact numbers, like the miles per hour we were getting at max speed or anything, but it did feel exactly the same. Like their acceleration is still better than mine because they're pulling away from me there. But even, well, no, retry. Okay. Something worked out there. Don't know how. Got a guy right here. Don't like that. Didn't break. Well, it's over. It's over. That sucks. Hey, Americus. Thanks for the GL. Nope. That turn is really the only thing about this entire track that matters. I was forced into a straight line there because I was surrounded by all the other cars. Happened again. Cool. Somehow I came out of that turn in first, and it sucks that I didn't get to just finish the race there. Okay. Cool. Yeah, maybe I should have bought the tires. I don't know. I'm really skeptical that the upgrades do anything. Like, I don't know. Like, the fact that you can't see the effect that they have on the stats, the game is just like, just trust me, bro. It'll make your car be different. Like, it doesn't even tell you what they're supposed to do. It's just upgrades that you can spend money on that it then says you have. And it's like, well, did it do anything? Look at that car. It's rubber banding. That is definitely rubber banding. Did you see how that car just, like, took off like, come on. That is clearly the game cheating. Okay. Please don't pass me. Thank you. No, this is not the only Capcom racing game. There is also Auto Modelista, which we played on GameCube a couple years back. Really early on in the GameCube challenge, we played Auto Modelista. That is the other Capcom racing game. They only did 2, as far as any of us could think of. Apparently they were involved in publishing the MotoGP games, maybe in Japan or something. But that's like it. Capcom really did not, like, do racing games overall. Yo, Malkasaur, thanks for the 29 months. It is car. I drive the car. Thanks for the sub, though. I appreciate it a ton, dude. I hope you're doing well. Hope the weekend is comfy. I added... Nah, so I'm not gonna try to do all Japanese games, especially on the Xbox. There are a number of Japanese games on the Xbox that are just straight VN, like no gameplay whatsoever. We're not gonna do that. There's also SMT9, don't want to play that. there's a few RPGs that would be basically impossible. So no, we're not playing all Japanese games. I added ones that I thought looked interesting. I just sort of went down the list and was like, this one looks interesting, like it might be a good stream. I'll add this and then add that. That's all I did. I thought that Angelic Concert was going to be much shorter, and that's why I added it. I did not realize it was going to be 98% VN. But I thought that the rhythm sections looked kind of neat. Yeah, Angelic Concert had gameplay. You must have just missed it. Because it, like, basically had very little gameplay. But I thought it was going to be more of, like, a Parappa the Rapper type of balance. Where, like, maybe we VN for 10 minutes and then we do a song. And we VN for 10 minutes and then we do a song. Instead, it was, like, VN for 45 minutes and then one song that you've already done before. There's more of like a 45-minute VN section per song instead of 10, so whoops. And yeah, then the rhythm gameplay ended up being really mid too. I was hoping it would be better, but it just kind of had like a completely flat difficulty curve plus repeated songs, so it was a little bit uninteresting, unfortunately. But that was that. Other than that, Metal Wolf Chaos I added because it's pretty much entirely in English, and it's like a pretty legendary game, so Metal Wolf Chaos always happening. Let's see, I added Thousand Land, which has an English translation patch, so we'll be playing that. I added Dinosaur Hunting, which I think has an unreleased English beta. I think they like finished an English translation back in the day, but then did not release it. And I think that's out there. So that's on the list. And I think that's it for Japanese games that I added. I added Knights of the Temple 2, which is a PAL game, because it looks really good. And it's the sequel to a game that I played on GameCube that was really good. That was not good enough to unlock S-Class, unfortunately. Yep. You could not reach the prescribed position. Weird. Weird way of saying that, but I've got $13 million now. I mean, maybe I can just buy a better car. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if there's a car for like 13 mil that's good. 68. 11. The Camaro is terrible. It's terrible and it's really expensive. That might be better actually. I think that's higher speed than, I think that's same handling and acceleration but higher speed, which is interesting. 15 mil for the Mustang. I'll keep that in mind. Saleen I've never heard of, and that's 200. That's way out of our budget. Started Group S today because I felt like it. To be honest, the reason why is because Commando Strike Force is ultra boring, and it's Saturday. And, like, usually not a lot of people show up to watch on Saturday, so I'd rather not also compound problems by playing something ultra boring. So we're playing Group S Racing instead, Group S Challenge. Man, all these like weird Euro brands I thought would have expensive cars, but they don't. TVR Griffith. Like, it's 40 million and it sucks. What's even the point of that? Why is that even in the game? it's 50 million and it sucks. I feel like literally the best car in the game is probably the, well, what are the stats on the Saleen? This is probably the best car in the game. But other than this, I think the best car in the game is unironically just the Ford Mustang, which is way cheaper than a lot of other cars. But it's got that max speed stat. I mean, I might just do a little bit of grinding here for a sec. I think we're going to try to win one race on A-Class, and then we're going to buy the Mustang, and then we're going to just send it. A and S with the Mustang. I don't know if that's possible, but it's going to have to be. I think that, or no, there's another, the PAL games that I added. Hang on, I have to find this now. I added Knights of the Temple 2, and I added another game that I forget the name of, but I can picture the box art. The box art is like a picture of a chess piece, and it's a first-person shooter, and it was only released in PAL, and I added it because it sounded interesting. I'm just going to scroll down the list until I see it, and then I'll recognize it probably. Yeah, Classified the Sentinel Crisis. That's a PAL-only game that I added. I think that might be it for PAL stuff, though. Most PAL stuff on the Xbox is just like sports trash, racing, garbage, I say, while playing this game. Just like a lot of stuff that's not interesting. Things that I would not like to play. Oh yeah, for Japanese, I added Cyveriar 2 as well. That's a Japanese game that I added. There were a few other Japanese games that almost got added but didn't. The plane game, it's like Yukikaze. It might just be called that. Magatama. There's a port of Castle Shikigami 1 that I probably should just add. Those like bistro games are really interesting, but I don't think I could play them. There's like a restaurant management anime simulator, Bistro Cupid, and there's 2 of them. You're thinking of Emperor's Tomb. There you go. Infernal Machine was PC and N64. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine is really something. The PC game looks really good. I tried to play it once, but it crashed on me after a little while. N64 Indiana Jones is like, it's one of those like miracle port games. It was done by Factor 5, so there you go. Where it's like, how on earth did they port this to N64? But also, it is so full of bugs that it is practically unplayable. I've seen a few people play through Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine N64 version on Twitch. I've seen a few people stream it, and the constant soft locking, broken mechanics, and just like fucked up everything, crashing, clipping out of bounds. It's like actually pretty much the most broken thing on the N64 probably. It's like Superman 64 levels of fucked. But nobody's ever heard of it, so they don't know that about it. But it's a bad experience. Third is not enough money, but we'll just run this back again, and then I'll have enough money. Oh, I didn't realize that I entered. I didn't realize that I had entered all races. Whoops, well. Exit. The box art to this game is pretty bad, right? It's very generic. To be honest, this game is just surprisingly generic. The menus have character. The menus have character, but the racing itself does not. And the box art reflects that. The box art looks like it's a stock photo that could have been used for like a PS1 game that you've never heard of just as easily. The box art looks like... Hang on, I have to find this now. You know what the box art looks like? Looks like this. Classic Flash game on the run. I also miss Flash games. I have a strong suspicion. So I'm in a competition right now called the Mystery Tournament GP in the Mystery Tournament community. We're in small teams and we're competing in stuff every week. And this week's challenge is some kind of score thing. And based on the fact that it's being run by Half Beastie, I'm like 65% sure that I'm actually about to spend this week playing Flash games. I feel like Half Beastie is gonna pull literally just the Discord Wars list of Flash games. Third again ought to work, right? I think this will get us there. We won't be able to afford any upgrades, though. Yep, 15 mil. Cool. We'll save in case this is a terrible idea that doesn't work. Can save my 15 mil. Car shop. Where are you? Ford. This car is not allowed to take part in the race? What? Is this like an S-rank car or something? Like what? How? What? Garage. Hang on. Garage. How do I sub-garage? No, spec? How do I see what group this car is in. Where does it say? Oh, it's Group S. It says in big letters right there. Alright, so I just can't use that. Never mind. Never mind. I will be loading my save file now. Not arcade mode. Never mind. Apparently that car is too good. I was kind of wondering if it was going to do that. Let's go ahead and just buy max upgrades for this car then, and then hopefully that'll be enough. Wait. Purchase. Okay, no. I was wondering, could we have multiple on at the same time? That's not a thing. When EA had exclusive rights to Porsche. That's weird. That's just like such an EA move. The way they also had exclusive rights to like FIFA and the NFL and stuff like that. Like, what a bunch of scumbags. Make shit games, but will price everyone out, you know? Make exclusivity deals so that nobody else can make anything better. Well, this is the maxed out Fair Lady, so it better work. I don't know that I did know that, Rory. I know that, like, well, first of all, it's not FIFA anymore. It's EAFC because they lost the rights. But I know that it, you know, it's loot box gambling hell in that way. Has IRL sports gambling creeped its way in? Dude, the handling on this car is insane now. Oh my god. I think this made a difference. Maybe. Someone had the exclusive rights to Star Wars recently. I think it was EA. I think EA did that. Don't make good games. Just make deals so that nobody else can make anything, and then release trash. Hold up a sec. Guess the rating of what in Europe? Also, damn, since when were they making test drive games again? Test drive Solar Crown? Test drive games all have names that go really hard. Solar Crown is good. There's like 3 test drive games on Xbox. Yeah, one of them is called Test Drive Overdrive: The Brotherhood of Speed on Xbox, and another is called Test Drive Eve of Destruction. It's sick as fuck. When you say they, do you mean Goat Simulator and Test Drive? Or do you mean FIFA? Yes, okay. Well, that's shitty. In my opinion, the game with actual gambling in it should probably be the one that is 18. Why is the Test Drive game 18? Peggy 18? Does it have a boob in it or something? It's loot boxes? Well, then why doesn't Sports Trash get an 18? Also, ew, why are there loot boxes in Test Drive? Disgusting. We basically have to come in first. Otherwise, it's a retry. Wow. Someone just gifted me a sub to their channel that I've never heard of before. What the fuck? What? What is this? Who is this guy? Some dude with 1 viewer just gifted me a sub in his channel. Hang on, maybe is there a context for this? No, I can't look at his past broadcasts because they're not public, so I can't see if there's any context. I'm just gonna post a question mark in his chat and then that'll be it. I am gonna give him a question mark. And then I'm just gonna leave. I don't even care what his reaction is. He's just getting a question mark from me. I'm too busy playing a video game. That's weird. Well, I have some guy's emotes for the next month. That happens every once in a while, but usually when it happens, it's because it'll be like some stream where they're joking about Tapioca for some reason, and then someone will hilariously do a gift sub to Tapioca. Like, haha, thanks for gifting a sub to Tapioca, not knowing that I'm a real human being who uses this account. That they've just actually given someone the sub. That's how it usually goes. Yeah, to like whoever gifted a sub to Horse yesterday, same thing, except if Horse was an actual guy and not just a dead account from 2007. Well, I think usually the way it works, I'm pretty sure it'll gift to a viewer unless there are no viewers. in which case it starts gifting to your followers. And I don't really think I've ever seen it run out of followers, because that would be very hard to do. You'd have to be dumping a huge amount of gift subs in a channel with very few followers for that to happen. At that point, maybe it just starts gifting to completely random people. But like, I've never heard of this guy before. I've never been in his chat. He's never been in my chat. I'm not following him. I don't know. Got a gift sub once from a channel you've never watched? Huh. Maybe that's more likely than I think it is then. In my experience, for when people have gifted subs in my channel before, when it runs out of viewers, I'm pretty sure it was going to followers. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a truly bold take on loot boxes and stuff. You know, I have the same opinion everyone else has. They're just gambling. They exist to get children addicted to gambling. They should be illegal. GG. That's it. Not the spiciest take of all time. Whoever came up with loot boxes can share a jail cell with whoever runs kick.com. Do ratings even have meaning anymore? I don't know. When I was a kid, my parents respected the ratings. They wouldn't let me buy rated M games or anything. Oh, fuck you, passing me at the last second, so I have to retry. Come on, blue car. This sucks. I need to win this somehow. No, this car just defaulted to yellow, and I respect the defaults. Yo, good luck on the food. I think that for me, tonight is gonna be a sad frozen burrito night. It's like raining out. Even though it's a weekend, I think I'll do nothing interesting. I will defrost it, of course, but that won't make it any less sad. Yeah, I don't know. This is with the max upgrades. Like, I don't think you can physically have a car better than this, and yet... this still seems like all of their cars are just better than mine. And this race is really, really hard. It is not. I'm not familiar with that brand. It is, and it does not have sad. It's actually pretty decent. Like I say it's sad, but it's actually not. It's pretty decent. That's why I've been buying them recently. But it's just like some kind of Trader Joe's brand. No idea who's making these things. And it's really sketchy looking at the store. It's just like a burrito that's just like in a like a vacuum sealed container. It's like pretty weird, but I don't know. It actually comes out fine. There we go. I win. We might have to accept a bad result on this race. This is the race that we were resetting a bunch last time. The first Monaco race. Seems hard. I don't really know if there's any way to see. There has to be some way to see current standings, right? To know just like what is my overall placement in, like how is like a point system? I don't know how it works. There's got to be some way to find out how it all works, so that I can know like mathematically if I place poorly here. Cool. The game was lagging like hell and then suddenly it stops and I just slam into the wall. Like, I feel like I can probably get third on this, you know, and then just place first on everything else, and I'll still get first overall. But I don't know. Surely first, third is acceptable, right, for first overall. Is this a hard game? It's not an easy game, but it is not pro race driver level. That being said, we're not on the highest difficulty yet. So it might get worse. But, I don't know. So far, so not incredibly easy, but not incredibly hard either. Actually in first after the first lap. Holy shit. What if? How did that guy take no damage from that? I literally slammed him face first into a wall, and he was just like, nah, I don't care. Alright, I'll take second. I'll take second. Second is cool. This race is really hard, so I'll take second. Oh, I could have probably gotten first if I got in front of him there. I could have actually probably still won that. Oh well, we'll accept that. That's totally cool. Oh, is it actually, is Monaco Long actually like an accurate, like this is the Monaco course? I don't really know car lore. Monaco Long should be the F1 circuit. Maybe it is. I don't know. That would require me to know something about F1. I'm aware of the existence of Lewis Hamilton. That's where my F1 knowledge ends. I'm resetting. Look at those dudes in the stands. The hated, despised, disdained F1 circuit. Is that true? I feel like... How could anyone hate Monaco? I said it earlier, well, there are a lot of ways you can hate Monaco, but aesthetically, vibes-based, the vibes of Monaco as like a fake country with only rich people is like perfect for video games. It's not good in other ways, but the vibes are perfect for all forms of media, I think. If you want to set like a movie there, good. Perfect for a heist film. And yeah, I don't know, I think it'd be perfect to race a car there. Cool, unique place to race a car. Nowadays, F1 cars are so wide you cannot overtake basically anywhere. I see. I mean, I don't know what like the car regulations are like. Can I just make like an extra wide car for my F1 team? And then just like LMFAO, dude, you can't pass me. Like, you literally can't. I take up the whole road and then I go at whatever speed I want. Monaco does have the same flag as Indonesia. Isn't like Poland right there too, but like upside down? I think all three of them should have to fight IRL for the right to that flag. Not like a war fight, but like everybody sends one guy. That's a reset. I can totally win this. I think they did fight over it too. I'm not sure Monaco would agree to this, because I feel like if you put like the toughest guy in Indonesia and the toughest guy in Poland into the ring with the toughest guy from Monaco, I feel like the Monaco guy is fucked. Like, realistically, there are no tough guys in Monaco who would win that fight. Yo, what's up, ID? And yeah, right? Literally, this is not a taxi. It just looks exactly like a taxi. This is actually an expensive sports car. I swear it is not a taxi. Oh shit, yeah, that was terrible. Still in first though. I braked way too late. Do you say braked or broke when you're talking about like stopping the car? Like, obviously you say you broke something, but You braked too late. Okay. I hit the brakes too late. I slowed down too late. Yeah, it's not arcadey. It's not super like it's not Pro Race Driver where it's like all turns are impossible. I hate you. Signed car. It's not quite like that. But it's not Outrun 2 and it's not Ridge Racer, you know. Good. All right, last one. I think that, I mean, if I come in second here, then if you think about it, we'll have 2 2s and 3 1s. That should be a 1. But yeah, like they don't, to be ranked number 1 for all entry, how can I tell? How can I tell, right? To be ranked number 1 for all entry. I don't know how the point system works or how any system works. As far as I can tell, there's no way to tell if what position you're in right now. So I don't know how the math works. So I'm gonna have to just probably win this race to guarantee that we're okay, right? Hopefully when they said, hopefully they don't mean all first. They just mean first overall. But the text is like, yeah, hopefully all entry doesn't mean every race has to be a first. I don't know. I don't know what they mean by that. This game's translation sucks. Like, this game does actually kind of seem like it's missing a lot of stuff. Like, the only way to get a behind you view to like see what's happening behind you is if you go into first person. I'll do it in a sec. Just as soon as I'm done with these turns. Okay, yeah, if I go into first person, then we've got the rear view mirror. But then for some reason, there's also first person with cinematic cam on picture-in-picture. I don't know who asked for this. But this is one of the settings, and yet for some reason, you can't just look behind you while driving in third person. That's not one of the options. They're just missing that. Yeah, maybe we need the live Kiryu reaction in the corner the whole time. I honestly should just do that for all racing games. I think that would be very funny. I need to just start doing that for racing games. Well, I'm in dead last after the first lap, and we probably need to come in first. We might be able to get away with second, but we need not sixth. In the real Monaco, the chicane is a ball buster. They went easy in this game. Is that the thingy all the way at the top? That, like, appendix-looking creature up at the top of the track on the map? Like, I'm about to go into it. This guy. Yeah, this is a reset. The tunnel when you go downhill and turn left and immediately right to pass around the wheels after the tunnel. Oh, that? So like that thing, hang on, I'll point it out when we get there. Man, this is fucked. I think this isn't even close to real F1. Like, we're just driving like normal cars. On an F1 track, apparently. There we go. This tunnel is really cool. I guess this is here in real life. I love a cool tunnel. So this is the chicane. That's the thing right there. That they made bad. Or they made easier. Well, it still fucking got me, so... Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that in more detail. I'll go find a picture. At this, you literally don't even have to turn. You just kind of angle yourself correctly and go straight. They definitely made that much easier, I guess. Oh god, is it over for me? I think it's over for me. That sucks. That sucks. We had a good run. That was a good attempt. We were very solidly in second there. I see. I can kind of see how they wouldn't have thought of that. This is an understandable mistake to me, but it is kind of funny. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's just kind of like white streaks, you know? It's just kind of cool looking, except it's not. Yeah, that's the cars trying to rubber band past me, and they just slam into my back and give me the back boost. Damn, what happened to everyone else? Well, I guess I'm probably hopefully don't have to worry about coming in third now. I think we're good. Man, that dude just goes around that turn so fast. That's the problem. I don't know how he does that, but I can't. Uh-oh. Is it over? Am I coming in third now? Please just let me have second. Please just let me have second. I think we're still good. So hopefully this should average out to first overall. 3 firsts and 2 seconds. Like, that's more first than second. That should be good, depending on how everything works on the back end. Please. Damn it. That wasn't good enough. Like, what? Maybe I just have to place first in everything. I guess you probably just have to place first in everything. But like what? It's just confusing. I guess when they say to be ranked number 1 for all entry, that must mean first or better in everything, which is first. But that's not how they said it, so... And I wonder, maybe, like, we should try... Like, do you think that the car that we get... Like, are these all... If we win a car from a duel, is that just gonna be, like, a better car? You know? Like, I could win the Ab-Flug MRS S edition. Well, hang on, because that's a... If I had the Toyota Celica GT4, the Subaru Legacy B4 RSK, and the Toyota Arista V3, we could get the Ab-Flug Fairlady Z, which is just going to be the Ab-Flug version of the car that I currently am using. So, like, hang on, how much money does it cost to buy these cars? I'm gonna write down these cars. Toyota Celica GT4, Subaru Legacy B4 RSK, and Toyota Aristo V300. So if I just bought these cars, I'm gonna save before I do this, because it might be a terrible idea. But, like, I could maybe win that guy's car, and then it might be, like, the world's best ever Fairlady Z, where it's, like, better than my current car, and then I just win. No, I totally selected yes, and it just ate my input. RSK. It is kind of fun to collect the cars. Not gonna lie. The Aristo. I like how when I just like this collection screen. You can see yourself slowly filling in all the cars. And the Subaru Legacy B4 RSK. Cool, so that's a bunch of money. Yeah, the UI is better than the game. I think these menus all look pretty good. And then the game itself is just not that good. But yeah, check this out. Duel is where you compete in a challenge race to win a car customized with aero parts. I don't know what that means, but aero parts might be better than the parts that I can get. You win an aero car by winning the respective races with the designated 3 car types. Now we go here. And if we beat him in races with these 3 cars, then we'll get the car with the aero parts. And then maybe that's like a better than maxed out Fairlady Z? Oh yeah, this game is originally Japanese for sure. Developed by Capcom. The translation is terrible, right? The translation of it is really not good. There's been a number of just like weird typos and grammatical things, but also just like weird vague texts like that, or that I'm just like, can I get a better explanation than that, please? Oh, I see. That's what they mean. So maybe it'll come with that sort of stuff on it. Hopefully that this isn't just cosmetic. Hopefully the aero parts actually help. Also, if I didn't totally screw up that turn, we could have just won here, so I don't know. But it doesn't seem that bad either. It's just one lap. Just gonna do this. You can't pass me. If I just have to stop one car from beating me, then I can just do that. All right. Yeah, Need for Speed Underground 2 was really funny. Underground 1 was pretty reasonable, I think. I remember Underground 2, though, constantly made you upgrade. Like, they had like a style bar. There was like an aesthetics rating they gave to your car, which was basically just like, how much shit do you have slapped on the car? And they made you raise that more and more as you went further into the game. So by the end of the game, you just have to have like the tackiest garbage like everywhere on your car. Like, you have to intentionally make your car look completely ridiculous in order to enter the late game races, ruining any aesthetic you might have been trying to cultivate. With a 10-star rating. It looks terrible. I'm sorry to say, but it looks like those like Japanese like deco trucks. You know what I mean? Like, hang on. Like, you're rolling up to just a random street race with a car that looks like this. It's just like, no. I feel like it's crazy that that picture is from 2022. What do you mean there's still people doing Deco Tora? I didn't think so, but what do I know? I don't live in Japan. But I feel like that's one of those things that's totally a thing of the past, and yet here we are. There's like a PS1 game where you race those trucks. I'm 8 seconds ahead of him right now. Alright, I think we'll be unlocking his car. What if his car is bad? What if his car sucks and that's why I'm beating him by so much? You win. Congratulations. You won a car. Abflug. Fair Lady Z. Alright, it's got the same stats. It's got the same stats. I'll go ahead and stick all the best parts on it. Alright. Maybe what I'm missing is that I don't have cool rims. Maybe if I had cool rims, the car would go faster. Actually, these are probably the coolest. Let's see if this is just a better car. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, we are using the Abflug model, which to me just looks exactly the same. It's missing the Kenwood decals. It's been so long since I've been able to slap a bunch of Kenwood stickers on my car. I think we're gonna have to just play and see the results. Like, this is somewhat promising that I'm just casually passing everyone on this race, but that always happens on this race, so I don't know. Also, that guy's back. Okay, yeah, the car definitely looks different from behind. It's got, like, over the wheels in the back, it's got, like, blobs that stick out. It looks a little bit less like a taxi in the back. It's a little bit less square back there. It's got them app plugs. Yeah. Owie. Well, we gotta take first on every race, otherwise it's a reset. I assume that it's first on every race. If first, second, like it could have just been something about the back-end scoring system, but it's probably just that I have to actually take first in every race. The good news is we are at least allowed to save scum for that. Like, we can keep retrying the races over and over again. There's no... It's not like we gotta do it all in one shot. Or that there's like a continue system or anything. So that's good. Have to do it until I get lucky and happen to win. I don't know why it has to go into the replay every single time. That's really annoying. How's the racing now? It's gotten harder. Gotten a lot harder. I'm honestly a little concerned about what's going to happen to me when we get to Group S. Since we're still only in Group A. I think that I'm just going to buy the Mustang, max upgrade it, and then we just reset for first and it won't actually be that bad. Well, maybe it will be, but we just have to do that. There's no like other way to do it. If the Mustang doesn't turn, the Mustang, I've looked at all of the car stats at this point. The Mustang has the best car stats. The 15 mil Mustang has better stats overall than the 200 mil car from a brand I've never heard of before. So if the Mustang can't turn, I'll just have to get really good at racing without turning. Man, I can never catch first place on this. First place is always just hanging out in front of me on this race. Hold up. Goodbye. He heard me complaining. He stepped in to do something about it. Oh shit, now it's over. That was my time. It's over now. I don't know why he brakes there, but apparently that's when I pass him. And now I'm in third. Okay, retry. The last turn is hard. I feel like there's just some kind of code that's like, if there is a turn, like depending on the degree of the current turn of the track, hit the brakes to this amount. And so if there's a slight wobble in the track like that, then it breaks a tiny bit, you know? Something like that. I think it treats that little like S curve like it's actual turns and slows down for them. Not that it helped me this lap. He's still way out ahead. Yeah, none of the cars have actual, like, real license plate looking license plates. It's because I'm driving the Fairlady Z. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. I'm in dead last now. That turn was apparently bad. I don't know. You can't bring a better car because a better car is Group S and they don't let you do that. I don't really think that getting the aero parts from Abflug has helped me. I don't think they do anything. I think it's just cosmetics for weirdos. I managed to hold my position there with the world's worst turn. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Now he's just passing. Like, that is literally my car. How is he going faster than me? You have the same car. It's definitely just a rubber banding issue. Nah, nope. Nope. He gets way out in front of me for that. That sucks. Man, first in this race is really hard because of that turn. Like, the computer is just way better at that turn than I'm ever going to be. I don't even get second there. I was about to get overtaken for third at the last frame. What car is he driving? Maybe I should just switch to his car. What if his car is, even though the stats are visually identical, his car is just better for some reason? I am starting to doubt that the stats could possibly be accurate. Because it really only seems like there's, like, the stats come in levels. Like, the stats don't, it's a bar, but really it's not a continuous thing. Like, it seems like there are like 3 tiers where it's like, yeah, those are the stat tiers for each stat. And so there are tons of cars that are just identical because they're in the same places on the tiers. And I feel like they couldn't have actually put all these cars into the game and then just made them identical. That would be really weird. But that's what the stats page is saying. So, I don't know. Might be time to start distrusting the stats page and just trying other cars that have stats equal to this to see if any one of them is better for some reason. That was kind of an unfortunate way to lose that run. The real difference is in one dev thinking, I like this car. I'll put +5 to top speed quietly. Yeah. Like, there's clearly some... I feel like there's... I don't know. First of all, the rubber banding is really obvious. The way that yellow one just shot out in front of me and then parked in front of me, stopped going fast. You know, it's really clear what they're doing. But also... like, it just doesn't make any sense if the stats are what they say they are. There has to be something going on behind the scenes. No, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you. Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's... I suspect that the cars are different, but that's not why. That's not what leads to the AI performance. Like, I don't think that if I took first place's car, that car is necessarily actually better. I think that the difference is that, yeah, this... I think the difference is that they rubber band and certain ones are programmed to be better and be in front. But like, it's always that black car. It's always that one black car that's out in front. He's like the good one. But there's definitely a lot of rubber banding happening. And I use that as a catch-all term for just computer not playing by the same rules we are. Like, you can... It'll, like, take turns at speeds faster than, like, you could ever. Like, the handling is just unnaturally good sometimes. You can see on, like, that... Specifically on that hairpin turn at the end, you can see it happening. Where somehow they'll just casually take the turn at, like, 80 miles an hour. It's like, no. Anything above 40 and you're completely dead. That's not... That doesn't make sense. But they're doing it. I don't know. The fact that collisions don't really seem to affect the AI at all is really annoying. Like, there's no way to get them to, like, hit a wall and have to slow down because they've hit a wall. If they hit a wall, they don't give a shit. They just keep going. Like, look at that. Like, I'm losing that interaction where I slam him into a wall. He does not care. Meanwhile, if that happens to me, I'm completely dead. Yeah, I think I've been on these set of races for like 2 hours now or something. I have all of the upgrades under the skin. I have those things as well. I made sure to go ahead and buy them once we got the AbFlug. They might have a gaming chair installed, or they might be playing with a steering wheel. Inside my car, there's just like a demo kiosk mounted Xbox controller. I swear he just gave me a back boost. Like, for some reason, when I was in the 130s, I was accelerating way too fast. I think that was because he was rubber banding into my ass. I think he was pushing me forward, trying to pass me. Yeah, I got really quickly boosted to like 140. I need that to happen after the tight turn. Like, we just take this turn and then have him give me the back boost, and then we're so in there. That's not good enough. Yeah, we lose to the white car now. I've never seen that car win before. Well, here's the deal. Yeah. Yeah, here's the deal. We don't really have enough time to actually do this now. So, I'll be back Group A. But I'm gonna have to stop here for today. Suddenly the game got really hard at Group A. Specifically, it's that second race and the third race. I can win races 4 and 5. Race 1 is completely free. Races 2 and 3 are just like impossible. I don't know what the deal is there. But yeah, I don't know. We'll probably give this more attempts tomorrow.